So Thailand's launching a program that lets tourists convert crypto directly into their local currency. And we have Japan's Metaplanet scooping up another 775 Bitcoin worth about $90 million, boosting the total stash to nearly 19,000 Bitcoin. And Ethereum, experts in Hong Kong say it's entering a new era of growth, but Ethereum liquidation data shows there's billions at risk and analysts are warning about a possible dip. Let's break it down. Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys move forward in everything that you do. So today we're covering massive news that's happening in the markets amongst a pullback that has people freaking out. But let's dive right in to Thailand moving towards crypto adoption. Thailand to launch crypto payment sandbox for tourists. Thailand government is allowing tourists to exchange crypto for Thai baht and make electronic payments through e-money service providers. So they're just going straight to their local currency, not jumping into USD or jumping into a stable coin, going right to their local currency. This is huge. So Thailand is preparing to launch a regulatory sandbox that will allow foreign tourists to convert their cryptocurrencies into Thai baht for spending in the country. Its securities regulator just announced. So Tourist DigiPay project will run for 18 months beginning in the fourth quarter of this year. And according to the announcement from the SEC sent to Cointelegraph, the initiative is being co-developed with the Ministry of Finance, the Anti-Money Laundering Office as well, and the Ministry of Tourism and Sports. Notably, the SEC stressed that cryptocurrencies will not be allowed to be used directly for goods and services yet. Merchants will receive payment in baht. Baht is their local currency, just in case you guys didn't know. And they're pretty much saying that you can convert it straight from crypto to their currency. But right now, at this time, they're not using cryptocurrency live as a means of payment. So merchants will receive payment in baht, while the KYC and customer due diligence requirements will apply to both digital asset operators and e-money providers. This is huge, guys. Huge. So we're seeing countries start initiating and embracing and also onboarding their current system and utilizing crypto as well. This is what you call innovation. This is innovation right here, because there's a lot of push across the world, because this is the change in which things were being done. Right? Things weren't always done this way. And now they're embracing these crypto coins is what they call it. Right? But they see it as a way to have frictionless payments and also continue to do business. This isn't going to stop them from doing business. This is going to allow them to free up and embrace the new way of doing business and ultimately accepting a new way of payment. I know for sure there's going to be some speed bumps when rolling this out, but I believe that governments are now taking a look at crypto and realizing that this is a value add for their economy and a value add for how businesses ran, right? This is going to increase volume, increase business in their country for sure. Now, next up, Metaplanet. Metaplanet scooped up another 775 Bitcoin, right? So we're seeing these big companies accumulate, right? Now, you guys know where I stand with Bitcoin right now. You guys understand that from my point of view, I don't think it's wise for the average person to accumulate Bitcoin right now. Like, you could do a little nest egg, little savings account in Bitcoin, sure. But when it comes to making gains and trying to change your family tree and create an environment and a legacy and receive profits that you've probably never seen before, I don't think necessarily Bitcoin is the right vehicle for most people right now. For these big funds like Metaplanet, who can just sit on $2 billion in assets and not blink an eye, sure, accumulate Bitcoin. That's wealth preservation. When it comes to wealth creation, I don't necessarily think right now Bitcoin's the best play. Like I said, I think near term, like 3 to 5 years, maybe 10x. When you can do that in a few months with some altcoins, right? So that's where I stand on Bitcoin. But Metaplanet is banking and accumulating Bitcoin very, very quickly. So very good to see. I'm curious to see who comes up to compete, because there's going to be a lot of people in this race to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible, for sure. And we have fintech firms rush to raise equity in Hong Kong to tap into this crypto frenzy. Like I said, a lot of people are running to embrace this cryptocurrency and ultimately accumulate and position themselves to be on the right side of history before it's too late. So Hong Kong's stablecoin bill will take effect Friday. Investor enthusiasm drives rapid equity offerings over the past month. At least 10 Hong Kong listed companies raised over 1.5 billion in July to fund crypto business. So fintech companies are rushing to raise equity and fund expansions in cryptocurrency, capitalizing on investors as the city starts accepting applications for stablecoin issuer licenses on Friday. So this is huge, guys. Like I said earlier, this is happening. Countries are going to be running to not get left behind. And that's really the game, right? No one wants to get left behind. And that should be your game as well. You do not want to be left behind on this, right? You do not want to be left behind when it comes to, being involved or having some skin in the game when it comes to crypto, right? I think, and a lot of people talk to me about risk. Oh, it's risky. We don't know. I think it's risky to not get involved. That's what I believe. It's risky to not get involved. The risky thing is to do nothing, right? That is risky in my personal opinion, especially if you do your own research, right? DYOR. If you do your own research and you can see companies are buying these assets, these crypto assets by the masses, like there's a high probability that something can go right with at least getting some exposure to the crypto markets. It's dangerous to do nothing at this point. So looking at Ethereum price crash, drop below 4,000 could trigger $1 billion in liquidations. Big. Ethereum risk over $1 billion liquidation if price falls below the $4,000 support zone. We're going to dive into that. Liquidation tracker shows $536 million wiped out, with Ethereum leading at $212.9 million so far. So Ethereum breakdown may trigger a wider crypto sell-off, putting the entire market under serious pressure. Let's dive into this so we can kind of break it down and give you guys an idea of what we are seeing. Taking a look here right now, Ethereum sitting at 4,200. And this is probably when everyone's going to come out and say, see, I told you Ethereum. I told you Ethereum was dead. I told you. Guys, keep a level head. Realize pullbacks happen. And ultimately, volatility, people that maintain their composure and hold through the volatility are oftentimes rewarded, right? We got XRP under $3 again. Bitcoin's down to 115,000. Now we have Ethereum pulling back as well. Cardano holding strong. It still didn't break below 90 cents, which is a good sign for Cardano as well. But for the most part, and we look at crypto bubbles as well, we can see that for the most part, there's blood on the streets right now for today, right? For the month, it's a 50-50 for the month. But for the day, we are pulling back significantly. So going to back to this chart, I told you guys if we break back below this level, then I'd be worried. Now the next level of support is 112,000. That's the next level of support. What we could do to get an idea off of that, instead of looking at 100% retracement, we can say, okay, we may bounce, which looks like we're going to bounce. So we look at stochastic and we look at just this pure price action. This is all it looks like at this point, just in Bitcoin alone. Looks like we went up, made a new high, and we're pulling back to make a new high. That's all it looks like. Okay, you can see it here. I'll put this on the chart. High, pull back, high, pull back, made a new high to pull back. Right now it's looking like 114 might be the floor. I don't see us doing a full retracement. Now this is a daily time frame, so we'll see how these daily candles close. I do not see 100% retracement on Bitcoin going to 112,000. I just do not. Okay, this looks like a healthy market where pullbacks happen. So we go right over to Ethereum, and taking a look at Ethereum, we see the same thing. I do not see anything concerning with Ethereum's price action. I go to the weekly, same thing. I don't see anything concerning. I'm gonna do the daily markup just so you guys can see it. It's very clear on the daily. Pull up here, pull back, pull up here, just a retracement back. Healthy market movement, very healthy. And we look here, a pull back to 39. So that's that liquidation range people are talking about, based off of the fibs. And what we're seeing here, a pullback could result in some liquidations. I'm not gonna shortchange you there and say what you want to hear. Liquidation could happen. The next level of a major, a retracement zone, I should say. We don't have the 50% on there because we just don't see it's valid, but 50% could be, if you had the 50% up there, would probably be around 4,100. But a 61.8, which is also a healthy retracement, would be 39.23 right here. Very healthy retracement, but there are people that are in long positions. Let me make sure that I got this right for you guys, because I know everyone's interested in Ethereum right now. We'll see here. Let's go wick to wick. So this is roughly where we have it. If there's really no, that's the best I could do. 39.05 for those of you that are in long positions right now. That is a retracement zone that is below that $4,000 level that people are worried about. Okay, we look here, some other things going on. Short liquidations, long liquidations. You see what's happening here. Liquidation analysis on ETH. They're taking us down to 3.2 to 3.6. That's what he has. So that is a possibility, and people are gonna get afraid, and people are gonna freak out, not realizing that this is a part of the game, right? This is why you got to be careful with leverage trading. You can't over leverage in crypto, because you will get liquidated, aka what we call it in Forex, blown out. You'll get your account will blow because it can't handle the retracements, can't handle being negative, and you will get zeroed out. So that is a possibility. I do see here that Andrew Kang does have 3.2 to 3.6. Right now I have 3.9. 3.2 to 3.6. I don't have 3.2 anywhere, but I do have 3.6. 3.6, 3.5 range would be a healthy retracement. And then a change in directional bias, I think, would be breaking below 30. Let's say breaking below 3,400. I believe 30. Let's say 3,300, 3,300 even. Breaking below that and getting to this level right here, I would be on alert to see what is going to happen. That is a break of structure on the daily time frame after a pretty decent movement up, right? It's pretty solid moving up, right? You pull here, pull down, made a new high, pulling back, which is healthy. The only problem is you have this level, miniature level of support here, which could maybe the 50% retracement, which could be 50% retracement if it holds, right? But then we have the healthy pullback, which aligns with the support we have formed right here. Goes right over perfectly, which is at 39.05, right? Unfortunately. So I look at this article and I see people worried about if ETH price slips over $4,000, liquidation would be astronomical. But this is what the charts are saying, and we'll see what happens, right? I do see there is some hope, only because if we look at Bitcoin, if we go to Bitcoin, there's some hope because Bitcoin's already retraced back, right? So typically everything's going to run with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin retraced back down. And right now at the daily, we see it respecting, or at least wicking off of the 114K, right? So with that bouncing right now, for now, and we'll see what this daily candle closes and what tomorrow looks like. That may be a positive sentiment for sure. As we look at making new lows, are we going to break and bounce, break above, I would say, and bounce this way, bounce upward versus, break below and make new lows. So we'll see how that goes, guys. Wanted to give you a market update. We see here, everyone's freaking out, blood on the streets again. But if you maintain your composure through times like this, more times than not, you're going to be rewarded for making it through the volatility. So guys, hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.